Ahoy there, fellow landlubbers! Welcome aboard! Today, we're going to dive deep into the world of sailors and uncover the hidden secrets of one of the most iconic phrases in the English language. In the same boat. Welcome back to the Cruise Ship Safety and Security channel. But here's the catch. I'm going to try and figure it out before the tide turns. Spoiler alert, it might take me a while. Now, you might think you know what "in the same boat" means. After all, it's a phrase we throw around in everyday conversation. You've probably said it yourself, right? Something like, "I'm in the same boat as you," when you're both struggling to find your keys, or waiting for the Wi-Fi to come back on. But where did this phrase actually come from? And how did it go from being about actual boats to, well, just about everything? Join me, and let's chart a course through history, and hopefully, avoid crashing into any metaphors along the way. So, when we say we're in the same boat, what are we really trying to say? We use it to describe when we're facing a similar challenge or going through the same struggle, like when you're both stuck on a conference call with the boss for 2 hours, and you're thinking, if I had a paddle right now, I'd be rowing out of this situation. But where did this metaphor come from? Well, believe it or not, "in the same boat" has a history that goes way back. I'm talking about the days when sailing was a way of life, and not just a cute weekend hobby for people who can afford yachts. Back then, sailors really were in the same boat, literally. They didn't have luxury cruise ships with spas and all-you-can-eat buffets. No. These sailors had to rely on each other, battling storms, giant waves, and the occasional octopus. Matey, when you're in a boat with your crewmates, you're all in it together. No one's getting out of this storm unless we all row in the same direction. Well, that's a bit over the top, but you get the point. Sailors had to stick together for survival. You couldn't just hop off a boat during a storm, you were all in the same boat. So when they faced rough waters, it wasn't just about shared experiences, it was about survival. If you didn't trust each other to bail out the water or steer the ship, things would get really wet, and not in a fun way. Back then, being in the same boat wasn't just about having someone to vent to. It was about relying on each other to stay afloat, literally and metaphorically. And of course, the bond formed in those conditions was so strong that it lasted far beyond the high seas. And as sailors brought their stories back to land, the phrase "in the same boat" started to evolve. It no longer just meant you were literally stuck on a boat during a storm. Now, it's a metaphor for facing challenges together. So, whether you're battling a work deadline or dealing with a sink full of dirty dishes, you can say you're in the same boat with someone, and you're not wrong. Yeah, these are definitely the same boat as facing a storm at sea. But hey, at least there's no risk of sharks here. But wait, there's more. In modern times, "in the same boat" has taken on a whole new significance. It's a global thing now. You could be living in Tokyo, London, or Timbuktu, and if you're stuck in traffic or waiting for the last slice of pizza, you're in the same boat as everyone else. It's a universal experience that transcends borders. And let's be honest, who doesn't love a good shared struggle? So, there I was, stranded at sea in the middle of a storm. But my crew, they were my boat, and together, we made it through. And that, my friend, is how I survived. And why I never leave home without a spare toothbrush. Okay, that last bit was a little off, but you get the gist. The phrase "in the same boat" speaks to a fundamental human need connection. Whether you're a sailor or just trying to survive Monday morning, we're all in this together. So next time you find yourself facing a challenge, just remember, you're not alone. You've got your crew, your boat, and you're all rowing in the same direction. So what do you think about "in the same boat"? Ever used it to describe a struggle? Or maybe you've got your own sailing idiom to share. Drop it in the comments below, and let's keep the conversation flowing like the tide. And if you want to learn more about sailing idioms, or maybe just hear me say "R" a little more often, be sure to subscribe for the next episode. Until then, stay afloat, mates. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more nautical nonsense. It costs you nothing, unless you would like to buy us a coffee. If you do, you can find the link in our channel description or by visiting buymecoffee.com/cruiseship. Those that are so kind will get a mention in one of our upcoming videos. Stay legal and stay salty. Stay safe and don't get lost at sea. Until the next time.